use the university hospital that we are calling KU Referral. As you all know, this is a hospital was built to take care of the students who are in the medical school in Kenyatta University. For various reasons, we were not able to use the hospital, but I'm glad to say, coming January, our students are going to be able to utilize the hospital. We have already signed an MOU with the hospital, actually last week, and we are all actually so happy. And I want to tell the medical student that you have been actually welcomed in the hospital with both arms. So we should be proud of that. The next thing I want to talk about is, over the past decade, Kenyatta University has made remarkable strides in internalization through the Center for International Programs and Collaboration. Staff and student mobility has grown significantly, particularly under the European Union-sponsored Erasmus program, rising from modest number in the early years to over 160 students who are actually participating. Again, we also have staff members who are also able to visit various universities all over the world and benchmark. The other elements that I want to talk about, which including what will be my legacy, is the establishment of a Stake Hearing Unit and Center of Excellence. Mr. Chancellor, sir, we have partnered with Stake Hearing Technologies and Bill and Tony Foundation, which will culminate in the creation of a hearing aid and center of excellence at Kenyatta University, where the issue of studying that area of science that deal with ear health is going to be fast-tracked. And for the first time, we are going to have a center that is actually going to be an African center for looking at the issue of hearing as a disability. Thus, beginning January 2026, the center will commence offering a diploma in hearing health hearing, a certificate in hearing health, and then take two other programs, two undergraduate programs which are being processed. They have been actually passed by Senate, and we are waiting for the program to be accredited by Q. And we hope we are also going to start that in the second semester, probably of the next year. Mr. Chancellor, sir, we have been able to maintain industrial peace in Kenyatta University during my tenure, except of course when we had serious problem when I started. So we can say relatively the university has been very stable. We have been very happy with the performance, the staff, and that is why we have been able to avoid the industrial actions that have been devouring the institutions of higher learning. Of course, we know we had one 2 months ago, and we were able to hold, and we are happy to say we are back in course. The Chancellor, sir, I also want to say, just last week, we were able to be honored by UNESCO by receiving a UNESCO chair, which is for inclusive and physically challenged, students and staff in Kenyatta University, and including sustaining physical education and sports in Kenyatta University. Again, this is a recognition because most of the students who have challenges in public university, 80% are actually handled at Kenyatta University. So we want again to say Kenyatta University has been recognized worldwide in various areas. Mr. Chancellor, sir, this year we celebrate 40 years of remarkable institutional growth, resilience, academic distinction, and public service. This is our 40th year as a university. Over these years, we have broadened our academic portfolio, embracing new knowledge frontiers, and nurtured a generation of graduates who have shaped Kenya and the region and the world at large. It is humbling that this same year, our university has been ranked the best university in Kenya for the second time this year, for the second time. Last year, we emerged #1 in Kenya, and this year, we also emerged #1 from a respected higher education world university ranking. So that, I can say, it is really the highlight, I would say, of my tenure as a Vice Chancellor of Kenyatta University. I'll go out knowing that we did it, and I hope that going forward, we can only go higher. I want to say this, the Chancellor of the University. Today marks a deeply meaningful moment in my journey and in the life of the great institution. For the past 10 years, it has been my profound honor to serve as the Vice Chancellor of Kenyatta University. As I can officiate this graduation, knowing that what is going to follow can only be actually higher than where we are. As I prepare to pass the baton, I do so with great optimism and confidence in the future of this university. But the milestones we have achieved are not mine alone. And I want to say this is not mine alone. Tunasema kwa Kiswahili, kidole kimoja hakiwezi kuwa chawa. It belongs to staff, it belongs to the students and everybody, including council. I want to now talk to the class that is leaving. I'm very, very proud to have you, particularly at this moment when I'm exiting. I'm delighted to have been your Vice Chancellor, and I know when you go out there, the world is waiting for you. We have given you all the tools, and therefore we are happy, we are confident that what we have produced is world class. Thank you for honoring us and actually being here for the for the staff and everybody that nurtured you. For that, I want to say it is now my honor to ask the Chairman of Council to come forward and present the chairman, who is not with us, but we have Dr. Rosebera Namango, who is a council chair, to come and address us this morning. So, karibu sana.
Cabinet Secretary, Minister of Education, Honorable Julius Migos Ogamba, Principal Secretary, State Department for Higher Education, Dr. Beatrice Inyangala, represented by Dr. Darius Mogaka, Director Higher Education, the Chancellor, Kenyatta University, Ambassador Dr. Francis Mudhaura, chairpersons of other universities and university colleges, councils present, members of Kenyatta University Council, the Vice Chancellor Kenyatta University, Professor Paul Wainaina, Your Excellency, the Ambassador of Somalia to Kenya and Permanent Representative to UNON, UNEP, and UN Habitat, His Excellency Jabril Ibrahim Abdullah, Your Excellency, the Ambassador of the Czech Republic to Kenya, His Excellency, Her Excellency Ms. Nicole Adamosova, Vice Chancellor of other universities and university colleges present, members of Kenyatta University Management Board and the University Senate, the alumni guest, Mr. Henry Nyagor, whom we have had a compelling story from, graduating class of December 2025, parents, guardians, and friends gathered here, Kenyatta University staff and students present, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Graduates, oye! Pale nyuma, graduates, oye! Thank you. I think you are still with us. Now, education is not the filling of a bucket, but the lighting of a fire. I urge you, do not wait for anyone to light your fire. Otherwise, you will wait for so long, and in fact, you may wait forever. You will encounter some turbulences, but remember, as they say, smooth seas do not make skillful sailors. Change your life to be agents of transformation, first with yourselves. The world is suffering and is sick because of people who carry knowledge and wisdom like yourselves, but they do not carry boldness. Aim to solve our national crisis by working with others. Just remember, a journey walked alone is very lonely, with no one to cheer you, no one to challenge you, and therefore you may have no testimonies about you. I am elated to join you in celebrating this auspicious occasion of the 58th graduation ceremony. I'm happy because whenever you see a graduation, it is a clear proof that good work has been done, and we are celebrating the fruits of that work. A graduation is a product, a culmination of many people's efforts. As I look around here in this graduation square, I can not but just help it to feel a sense of satisfaction because I see the fruits of a collective effort. You have walked this journey together, overcome the challenges, and made sacrifices to make it this far. On my own behalf, and on behalf of the entire Kenyatta University Council, I congratulate the graduates as they enter work and wish them all the best in the future endeavors, remembering to remain very strategic in the way that you present yourself in the market, because it's very, very competitive. When I look at this congregation, I see professors and lecturers who have tirelessly imparted knowledge in these students. I see parents who have sacrificed their resources to provide for these graduates. And most importantly, I see graduates who have sacrificed their time, sleep, and other comforts to get to the finish line. The brilliant faces I see are a true testament that indeed this is a celebration of effort. From the perspective of the council, we are pleased that this graduation comes at a time when there was tranquility after the industrial action by members of staff. Indeed, the strike directly affected the delivery of services. While we appreciate the members of staff for standing up for what is owed to them, we also would like to thank the government, represented here by the CS Education, His Honorable Julius Mugamba, for successfully negotiating with the staff unions to reach an amicable solution. We assure the government, the unions, and the staff at large that the council is committed to implementing the negotiated salary increase once the money is made available. We reiterate our belief that industrial disputes are better solved when we all come together and listen to one another in the spirit of shared responsibility. I'm pleased to note that over the past 1 year, the council has embarked on a robust program of appraising and promoting the deserving members of staff. We believe that it is important to recognize effort and motivate members of staff as they discharge their duties. As a council, we will continue to identify, recognize, and motivate members of staff on a regular basis as a way of saluting their efforts and ensuring upward mobility for deserving ones. The theme for this graduation, Innovating Education and Research for the Digital World, alerts us all the need to remain alive to the changing demands of education and research. It further informs us to embrace digital technology as the contemporary frontier of education and research. The Council will continue to encourage the university fraternity to embrace technology as a cornerstone of its operations. In particular, we shall continue to negotiate and support the university to invest in the acquisition of suitable equipment and human resources that support the advancement of technological use in teaching, research, and service to the community, which are the core mandates of this esteemed university. Furthermore, the Council is committed to support and approve policies that will meet the threshold of advancing the uptake of advancement of technology within the university. In the same breath, I urge you graduates to seriously embrace technology as a driver of change and transformation in your lives, businesses, or even places of work. Let us remain relevant within these changing times by ethically and responsibly using the latest tools that are at our disposal. As I conclude, I wish to thank the government, the university management, and the Senate, teaching and non-teaching staff, parents, guardians, stakeholders, and partners for the role they have played in making this day a reality for graduates. And now, I urge you to be bold and not arrogant, to be skillful and not incompetent, to be humble and not weak, to be trustworthy and not cunning, be courageous and not timid. Those who believe they can and those who believe they cannot are both right. So choose your right. Finally, I wish you all safe travel back to your homes, a joyous festive season, and a prosperous new year 2026 filled with blessings. Thank you very much. It is now my pleasure to invite the Cabinet Secretary, Minister of Education, Honorable Julius Migos Ogamba, to address the congregation. Welcome, sir.
Thank you, Chair. The Chancellor, Kenyatta University, Ambassador Dr. Francis Mudhaura, the Chair of the Council, and Council members of Kenyatta University here present today, the Vice Chancellor of Kenyatta University, Professor Paul Wainaina, Chancellors and Vice Chancellors of other universities here present today, Your Excellencies, the ambassadors present, parents, guardians, and esteemed graduates, Kenyatta University staff, students present, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Good morning again. It is such a profound joy to join all of you here as we celebrate the achievements of the class of 2025. Let me take this early opportunity to congratulate all the over 5,800 graduates today. Congratulations. You have done well, you have made it, and as I saw the team here entertaining us, your joy was obvious. Congratulations. Na nyinyi ni fire. Nasema nyinyi ni fire, si fire. Nyinyi noma, si noma. Congratulations and well done. You have earned this moment through dedication, resilience, and the relentless pursuit of knowledge and excellence. I commend you for this, and also thank your parents, your guardians, and your lecturers for their efforts and selfless contributions to nurturing you into the brilliant minds that you have become today. This ceremony is anchored on a powerful and timely theme, innovating education and research for the digital world. This theme is beyond being a mere slogan. It is a strategic imperative of our time. The digital world is characterized by unprecedented speed, data abundance, and convergence of physical and virtual realities. The government's vision is to see our universities move beyond simply using digital tools and instead to actively shaping the digital future of Kenya and the region at large. Kenyatta University's commitment to research and innovation must therefore focus on three core areas. Number one, implementing digital pedagogy for accessible and personalized learning. Number two, leveraging data-driven research to solve complex challenges using big data, technology, and thirdly, achieving digital-first institutional agility by replacing analog bureaucracies with efficient digital systems for enhanced global competitiveness. By focusing relentlessly on this innovation agenda, this university will continue to produce not just graduates, but digitally fluent leaders equipped with transversal skills such as critical thinking, collaboration, and ethical digital citizenship necessary to lead Kenya's economic transformation. Mr. Chancellor, sir, ladies and gentlemen, even as we celebrate this significant milestone, we have to acknowledge the challenging period that the university subsector has endured in the recent past, which would actually have delayed this celebration had it not been amicably resolved. The recent industrial action by our dedicated staff, though unfortunate in its timing and consequences, highlighted a very legitimate concern: the timely negotiation and proper implementation of the signed collective agreements. Let me be clear. The government is fully committed to industrial harmony because university staff are the engine of our education, and their welfare dictates the quality of education that we deliver as a country. We have listened, we have engaged, and we have now established a clear path forward. The outstanding arrears from the 2017-2021 collective bargaining agreement are now being settled as agreed. The first installment of the 7.7 billion of 3.8, which was due to be settled by the 31st of December 2025, has already been paid ahead of time. It hit your university accounts yesterday, and it is appropriate that we now have something to do or to use. Ladies and gentlemen, the balance of the 3.8 would be paid as scheduled in the financial year 2026-2027. We are resolute in our commitment to fast-track the negotiations and conclusion of the 2025-2029 collective bargaining agreements. We must and we will break this cycle of industrial strife and build an environment of trust and harmony in our institutions, all the way from basic education to higher education. Ladies and gentlemen, even as we resolve these financial liabilities, we must reflect soberly on the true cost of these strikes, including the 7-week strike that occurred recently. This interruption to the academic calendar carries a cost far greater than the amount of money that was being requested for. We lost time in learning. Parents lost time and money in sustaining students who are not being taught. We lost time and money as a government, as a nation itself. Ladies and gentlemen, To avoid this recurring cycle, our universities must embrace radical transformation towards financial competitiveness and sustainability. The exchequer cannot continue to bear the entire weight of the university sector. We must move away from a culture of dependence towards innovation in revenue generation, leveraging the very digital tools that we are talking about. Our universities must leverage their research expertise, their talent pool, and their infrastructure to become self-sustaining economic hubs. I challenge Kenyatta University and all our public universities to monetize digital innovation, optimize resources, and seek strategic partnerships. Sustainability is the only path to genuine autonomy, and autonomy is key to global competitiveness. Ladies and gentlemen, may I take this opportunity to address another urgent issue in the university subsector. This is preparedness for the competency-based education and training and the role of all our universities, including Kenyatta University, as a market leader. Our university subsector has begun to prepare for the monumental shift that will be marked by the entry of the first cohort of CBE students into higher education in 2029. These are the students who are being transitioned to grade 10 by January 2026. They are being placed today, and by noon today, they will start checking to know which schools they are going to. They are due to transition to our universities in 2029. Ladies and gentlemen, this new generation of students, molded by the competency-based curriculum, will arrive with different skills, different expectations, and a proficiency in practical application and critical thinking. They will demand flexible, multidisciplinary, and technology-driven programs. I look to Kenyatta University as a recognized trailblazer, a market leader in education, to set the standard. The university's demonstrated commitment to adapting its curriculum and embracing digital pedagogy must now be accelerated to ensure a seamless transition. You must lead the way in curriculum alignment, infrastructure, scaling, and faculty retooling. This university has the history and human capital to manage this transition successfully and to demonstrate to the nation how a modern university integrates primary and secondary school reforms into a world-class higher education. You must and can be the benchmark. Ladies and gentlemen, back to the class of 2025. You are graduating during a unique moment in history, a moment defined by both immense challenges and unprecedented digital possibilities. Take the spirit of innovating education and research for the digital world with you. Be the problem solvers who heal the industrial divisions, build the sustainable economy, and leverage technology to uplift all our communities. Your resilience proves your character. Go forth and make your mark. The nation believes in you. Ladies and gentlemen, as I conclude, I am aware that this institution will soon be undergoing a transition in its management. The University Council and all other stakeholders must work together to ensure a seamless transition that will safeguard this university's place as a premier higher education institution in Kenya. You must protect the gains that you have gotten. As a ministry, we will provide our full support and ensure a smooth transition. Thank you, Professor Wainaina, for your leadership, for the time that you've been here as a VC, and as you retire, we wish you the very, very best. Ladies and gentlemen, with these remarks, I take this opportunity to wish you a Merry Christmas and happy and prosperous 2026. And once again, congratulations to the class of 2025. I thank you. And now it is my singular honor and humble duty to invite our Chancellor to address this team. Karibu, karibu sana Chancellor. Asanteni.
The Honorable Cabinet Secretary, Minister of Education, the Honorable Julius Ogamba, the Principal Secretary, State Department for Higher Education, Dr. Beatrice Inyagara, represented by Dr. Darius Mugaka, Director Higher Education, the Chairman, Kenyatta University Council, represented by Dr. Rosebera Namango, a council member, chairpersons of other universities and the university colleges and councils present, members of Kenyatta University Council, Vice Chancellor, Kenyatta University, Professor Paul Wainaina, Your Excellency, the Ambassador of Somalia to Kenya, and the Permanent Representative to the United Nations, UNEP, and the UN Habitat, His Excellency Jabril Ibrahim Abdar, Your Excellency, the Ambassador of Czech Republic to Kenya, Her Excellency Ms. Nicole Andamkova, the Vice Chancellors of other universities and the university colleges present, members of Kenyatta University Management Board and the University Senate, the alumni guest speaker, Mr. Henry Nyangol, graduating class of December 2025, parents, guardians, and friends gathered here, Kenyatta University staff and students present, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. May I first start by really thanking the Cabinet Secretary of Education for finding time to be with us today and delivering to us an extremely encouragement statement. It is a great honor for me to preside over this 58th graduation ceremony of Kenyatta University, and day on which we gather as a community of scholars, leaders, and citizens to mark a milestone of national significance. Graduation is never merely an event. It is a testament for the enduring mission of the university to shape character, expand knowledge, and nurture citizens who will steward the future of our republic. You know, we say things don't happen. They are just made to happen. And it's you graduates who are going to do that. When the president himself says he wants to push the country to the first world level in the next few years, he's looking at you, your potential. This country has invested greatly in education, and that's the best thing that the country can do. So we have gotten all this knowledge, as the beginning of the challenges that you have to deal with. There are many options open to you. So we are asking you to make sure that you don't let our ambition down. We keep on pushing our ambition, because that's the best way we can create jobs for our children. That's the best way we can compete with the rest of the world. Globally,